Hey guys, in today's bass guitar lesson, I want to show you how to build 3 levels of epic meters style funk grooves on the bass guitar. I'll see you in the lesson. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and over at eBassGuitar.com we have just released our long-awaited Epic Grooves for Bass Players backing track album volume 1. Now this is another one of our backing track albums which is designed especially for bass guitar players, and this time we have focused on legendary grooves, and so we have created backing tracks inspired by artists such as The Meters, Kool and the Gang, Toto, Tina Turner, The Police, The Beatles, and these tracks sound absolutely incredible. But what makes this album unique is we have integrated a concept called the groove level system, which gives you 5 levels of groove or individual bass lines for each track, so you can see how to develop bass lines from simple to more complex, easy through to intense, sparse through to really busy. It's the secrets of what pros use day in, day out. So in today's lesson, I want to show you 3 funk grooves which are inspired by The Meters, because there is a track on there which is directly inspired by the incredible George Porter on bass. So I'm going to show you that today. So guys, just before we hit the lesson content today, I want you to know if you want to find out more about Epic Grooves, there's firstly a link in the description below where you can grab your copy. But secondly, I want to give you 2 free gifts today. I want you to try out the ideas from this lesson. So what I want you to do is download your free copy of the music, standard notation and tab to level 1 as a PDF. So there's a link in the description below, but also I'd love you to play along to the backing track too. So at the end of this video, you can play along to the track, so don't miss out on that. So the first thing I want you to know, the bass line of this track is largely based upon the A minor pentatonic scale. So make sure you get this under your fingers first. So 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. That's the fingering to the scale starting at the A at the 5th fret on the E string. So let's get straight down to it. This track has 2 sections to it, or the backing track rather does. An A section and a B section. So there are 2 little bass lines to learn for each level. So let's look at the A section first of all. So the bar 1 of this, and it's a 4-bar bass line, sounds like this. So what we're doing there is we're starting at the top of the A minor pentatonic, playing the A, the G, and the E like that, at fret 7, fret 5, and fret 7, like that. And then going to the C, at fret 8 on the E string, and then landing at the last note of the A minor pentatonic, which is at the 5th fret on the E string. Like so. So that's the first phrase. And then into bar 2, we have this next little phrase. Okay, and this happens just after the first beat of the bar 1. And what that is 2 Ds at the 5th fret on the A string, and then the E, and then the G like that. Like so. And then we have this third little phrase, and then just at the end of this bar we go, which is an E and 2 A's. So if I put the second and third little ideas together, we end up with this. And then, so let's put all 3 of them together. Then to finish this bass line off on the 4th bar on beats 2, 3, and 4, we're going to play a C sharp, a D, and an E, like that. So we end up with this. So that is the first bass line for the A section. Now we have the second bass line for the B section, which just sounds like this. Now, this is largely the same bass line played twice, so bars 1 and 2, and then bars 3 and 4 together, but there's just one subtle difference which I'll show you through. So this starts off with the first phrase, which is this. So let's take that part. So it starts with an A at the 7th fret, and then we go halfway through the second beat to a G, like that, and then we go back to the A, G, E, and then back to the A, bar. And then we have two offbeat notes here, which are a G and then an E, like that in the second bar. So, ba, ba, da, da, like so. And then in bar 3, we have this bass line, which is kind of an answering bass line to it. So, like so. So take that part, the G, da. So literally kind of straight down, almost straight down the A minor pentatonic scale. So what I want to do is play this in action for you so you can hear it in context. So let's have some fun now, kick it up a gear to level 2. Again, there are two bass lines here, one for the A section and one for the B section. So let me take apart the bass line for the A section. It sounds like this. Okay, so two very similar little 2-bar bass lines there, just with a couple of notes different. So this is the first 2 bars of the A section. So I'll take it apart slowly. So this is all A minor pentatonic stuff. So we're going to go for G to the A, da da, and then all offbeat notes after that. So we're going to have an offbeat E, an offbeat G, an offbeat A, and then an offbeat G like that. Then we play a big long C note on beat 3 of the bar. And I like to play the C here at the 3rd fret on the A string like that. So has lots and lots of weight when you land that directly on the beat. So that's the first 2 bars. And then the answering phrase is literally the first bar again. So da da ba. So that is the whole of the A section there. Now let's move on to the B section now. So we end up with this. So let me take that apart 2 bars at a time. So we start off with 2 A's, and then we go to the C, to the A like that. Again, I'm catching that C at the 3rd fret on the A string. And then these are all offbeat notes after that. So we have a D, then we go back to the A, and then we have an E like that. So kind of bouncing off that A root note. And then to finish that phrase off directly on the last beat of the bar, the 4th beat, we have a G like that. So, and then, so that's the first 2 bars of that. Then let's look at bars 3 and 4. And this is just exactly the same, but without that final G. So we had, and so you kind of let that E just hang on there at the end. So those are the 2 phrases for the A section and the B section. So let me play it with the track, and so you can hear this in context. guys, if you're enjoying this lesson, I'd love to ask you, please, please, please subscribe to the eBassGuitar YouTube. And there's a great reason why, because we release a lesson every single week designed especially for the beginner to intermediate bass guitar player who wants to push his playing and skills up to that advanced level. And if you click the red button, which is somewhere around this video, you'll be the first to know when a new lesson is released. Guys, let's take a look at level 3. And this is super, super fun and exciting. But I do want to tease you a bit. If you enjoy this level 3, there is also a level 4 which you can find inside the Epic Grooves for Bass Players backing track album. Again, link in the description below. Again, this is 2 bass lines, one for the A section and one for the B section. Now this first bass line here is again all based on A notes derived directly from the A minor pentatonic. But what we're going to do now is we're going to play them below the octave. So this is the first part of the bass line, first 2 bars, which sounds like... I'll play that again. So what we're doing is we're playing the A, then we're dropping down to the E, then we're going to play 2 8th notes, which is a G and the A, and then we're going to play 2 Cs. And so those 2 Cs, the first one is placed on beat 4 and then the second one is placed on beat 2 of the next bar. Then we're going to go into bars 3 and 4. The first 3 beats are exactly the same. And then with notes change here, we have 2 Ds. So just subtly different. So let me play you all 4 bars now of the A section. Super cool bass line now. Now let's move on to the B section. I also love this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump up the octave and hit the octave A, and we're going to play this line. So going straight down the A minor pentatonic, kind of like that, as the first we played earlier. So we're going to go A to a G, then we're going to play the E to the C to the G. Now this is where it gets interesting. Here we now play an F sharp to a G. So really, really cool. So F sharp to G, like there. Now in the answering phrase, what we do is we hit that F sharp again, but we take it down to an E, like that. So again. So there you go. You've got the A and the B section to level 3. As I said earlier, don't forget there is a level 4, but what I want to do for you now is just play these in context so you can hear it with the backing track. One, two, three, 4. Guys, that's the end of this lesson. Please don't forget to check out Epic Grooves for bass players. I put a link in the description below this video so you can check it out and of course grab your copy. This is an amazing way to start supercharging your bass lines, adding new ideas and discovering how to build them too. Super valuable stuff. Anyway, I'm going to be back next week with another lesson, so I will see you then. And of course, don't forget to check out Epic Grooves in the link in the description below. Cheers, bye bye.